Hello, and welcome to this Automic automation course on functional security. We want to clarify what we mean by functional security. Securing the AA application involves many moving parts: securing operational perimeters, access to functions and actions on objects, managing users, all features we cover in this course. But there's more, like securing process submission to the system and protecting ourselves from outages and unsecured network connections. These other topics are out of scope because they're not the responsibility of the solution administrator. Process submission is a design and sysadmin responsibility, and outages in the network fall on other professionals as well. We focus on the administration of users, their passwords, and accessible perimeters called clients. We then drill down into the actions users can perform on objects, the functions they can access, and finally the tools we have to apply permissions generically to a group of users. The course has 4 modules. The first focuses on defining operational perimeters, called clients, to give users access to certain parts of the application while others are kept off limits. In the second, we look at the functions and interfaces that users can access. This includes perspectives and messages. They're called privileges. The third module addresses authorizations, which we use to allow actions like read, write, or execute, and the objects on which they're performed. Finally, we consider how to apply privileges and authorizations generically to groups of users so that a team potentially made up of hundreds of users can have a single generic security profile. This is the security model. Automic automation can be split into compartmentalized areas to reflect corporate structures like training or finance, which certain groups of users can access while being locked out of others. Systems are also assigned to clients as agents. Users are client-specific. A user is given a standard authentication ID and password and can access one client. Once set up, we have the option of defining certain permissions on functions and objects, specifically for that user or generically for a group of users. This user can be granted access to a different client by being replicated in that client. A different security profile can be defined for that client as well. A good example might be a testing professional who has full privileges on a sandbox client, while those privileges are pared down for a production client. This module focuses on clients and user management, since clients and users go hand in hand. In the next module, we cover privileges which either allow or deny access to certain functions, like perspectives and messages. In the third module, we look at authorizations which define actions as either permitted or denied against specific objects and object types. Finally, we consider user groups to set up generic security profiles assigned to groups of users sharing the same security requirements. We start in the administration perspective of Client 0. We find the Clients page. We use this to create new clients. Clients have numbers. We already have a client 100, so we create client 200. Communications between these two clients is extremely limited, and they certainly share no operational capability. By creating these virtual spaces in the solution, we generate compartmentalized units for their user communities, in which processing is insulated from the rest. This is our first layer of security. When we're done, we make our clients operational by starting it. In order to enable operations on agents for that client, they're given access. This instance has multiple agents, but we only add 2 of those to our clients. This means that all others will not be included in the operational perimeter. This is another line of defense in securing the application. We can now create the users assigned to a new client. AA does not allow assigning specific user objects to multiple clients, which means they're locked out of everything except that client. This is yet another line of defense. There are several options. Users can be kept active until they no longer require access, at which time they're disabled. You can also disable an active user, for instance in the case of a security risk or potential violation. AA has a setting which sets a default password for all users, forcing users to set their own password without the need for outgoing notification. You can also set the password to expire, again for security purposes. You can set limitations to the user on days and times during which the client is accessible, or locations using specific time zones. This means they can't just connect from anywhere. We've created the user, but it's still assigned to client 0. We move the user to our new clients, which confines him or her to that client. All other clients are now off limits. A user may require access to multiple clients. On a technical level, we can't use the same objects, but there's nothing keeping us from simply replicating that user with the exact same ID and profile, and then assigning to another clients with a different security profile. On the admin side, that means maintaining two objects, but for the user, it would be completely transparent.